Did Phil leave a letter in your desk to open up in case of emergency for a situation like this?
No, there's no handbook out there or anything like that. You kind of just deal with stuff as they go. And, you know, I'll tell you what, you just been here a short time, obviously, but you just appreciate the type of character and class that's displayed early on by everybody. And, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens in your guys' lives as well as mine and everybody else's. And the big thing is if you can look somebody in the eye and say, hey, this is what it is, and this is what happened, and you know, I don't know what else could happen or if anything else is going to happen, then you know, as a person, respect that.
Coach, speaking of
we've all been through stuff.
Speaking of that stuff, what was your address? How did you address the team, and what did you tell them about the stuff surrounding the controversy of the trade?
We had a team meeting prior to practice, and you know, it started off. We introduced everybody because we had a lot of new faces and stuff like that, and then from there I let John Madpack address the team, and then Gary addressed the team, and then Mitch came down and he addressed the team on the situation, and he told them exactly what happened, and that hey, we all have a job to do. You know, you do feel bad, especially if you're human and you're a pretty good human being. You feel bad for the people involved, but you know, we get paid to play basketball, and right now we're all getting paid by the Los Angeles Lakers. So let's go do our job for the organization and the city and for our families.
Mike, since this is your first day, could you take us through, you know, and the events were so unusual, could you take us through them as they happened, you know, that you were told this and then you were told that, you know, it must have been, you know.
Yeah, you know, most of the time I was meeting with our coaches, and I was not, you know, with Mitch and Jim Buss and those guys most of the day. I poke my head in every once in a while and kind of get updates. But I was focusing on today's practice and tomorrow's practice and stuff like that. And yes, you know, you're told one thing and you think obviously that your team may be this way, and then you're told another thing and your team's not that way. And but you know, again, I look at it as, hey, that's what a head coach does. He's got to be able to make adjustments, whether it's on the floor or off the floor. And so if we had to, we'd be ready to make an adjustment. But we didn't. We were prepared, and we came in and we practiced today.
What are your expectations for tomorrow with Lamar and Hal? Do you expect to have
no, you know, I don't have any expectations right now. You know, I'm a coach. The guys are here. You know, you understand how those guys are feeling, and you respect it. And so for me right now to you know, try to get macho on top and say this or that when those guys been through an emotional time, that doesn't make sense. And so I know I'm okay giving them some time and some space, and we have more than enough guys. If not, you can ask Mitch. He allowed me to hire enough coaches. One or two of them can sub in if need be.
Mike, how excited are you that the season is, you know, just around the corner after the long lockout and here at training camp?
It's very exciting. I mean, we've been preparing as a staff. I can't even tell you how long. It seems like forever, but it's been a daily basis that we've come in and we've talked basketball. Yes, we might have been long-winded on a lot of different things, but we feel like we have a game plan for this team, and we're very excited about it. And so for us to be able to get out on the floor and sweat with our guys and work with them and see what type of group or what type of players we have to be able to play basketball with is extremely exciting.
How do you go about putting your imprint on this team? How do you go about putting your imprint on this team?
Yeah, just like I would in any other location. I mean, I have a game plan. And, I mean, I left my practice plan upstairs, but I got go in with a practice plan and follow it step by step. And whatever we get to, we get to. If we don't get to anything, then if we don't get to certain things, then we'll try to get to it the next day. But nothing tricky, nothing special that I'm trying to do. I do know what plan I have for this team on both ends of the floor, and so we will implement it. Probably not in as slow a process as I would like to in terms of taking our time, because we had more time during the regular training camp, but we'll get stuff in as quickly as possible as long as we don't feel like we're rushing and guys